All right, let's see how this YouTube thing goes. Be a little interesting. We got chat coming up here. Love it. Probably nobody's gonna chat because nobody knows I'm doing this. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So what are we gonna do? Welcome in, everybody. I'm Alan. We are going to code a little bit today, and the thing we're gonna work on is my static site generator, which is written in Rust and is been coming along nicely. I've been working on it for a while, and it's doing pretty good stuff. So we're gonna keep running it. I dig it. First thing we're gonna do is I set up a feed, which I go to feeds. Actually, let me do this real quick. Yeah, feeds. I just needed to check my notes. So if I go to feeds, whatever this link is, post XML, I get this XSLT, which is over top of the XML, which shows me the posts. So the thing that I want to do is make another feed called shorts that's only like the little quick things that I write. Like, so there's posts and then there's shorts is my idea with what happens. There'll also be a pages one. It's a different story. We'll do that later. So, and this is all part of my vision for the web. And yeah, so let's just kind of dig into that and see what we get here. I think the first thing I want to do is just kind of like make sure we're outputting the file. So I'm kind of at a hacky version of this right now where there's a bunch of like hard coded stuff because like this is my site builder, like it's open source. You can go use it if you want to, but like you're gonna have to go dig in and like root some stuff out that's straight on my thing. Someday I may make it more generic or whatever. I was doing that when I first started, but like the overhead of doing that was keeping me from actually using the thing and getting it out. So we're not doing that anymore. But yeah, so builder, build mod, RSS, made RSS feed. So this is deploy report, which is also where this doesn't make sense. This is a report. Write file. This is actually not. This is made report. REPORT report. Save. Okay, cool. And here's RSS, which is where we got that from. There's some copy and paste happening there. That's where that is. So we have this. Again, this is super hacky. Like there could definitely be some other stuff happening here. But I think what we want to do is inside our template up here, we have feeds posts XML. No, that's the output. What is this is the template. Feeds or RSS posts. Okay, so RSS posts. So this is what's creating the actual XML feed, which is all cool. So let's make a new file in here, which is called shorts, SHO sorts NeoJ, because it's the NeoJ file. And I'm just going to open it. We're going to go back to posts, and we're just going to start doing the same thing as a baseline start. So XSLT title, alanwsmith.com. You can just let's do this as Alan's shorts and see what happens there. I like it. So this is all channel stuff. I think I'm going to comment all this stuff out to start with. And roll from there. So back in I'm going to close posts, back in mod, we've set up an environment with RSS output, RSS pages. And we've done this. So let me actually, you know what I want to do is let's do this a slightly different way, which is going to be, we're going to inside builder, inside bin, RSS, deploy RSS, and then shorts. I'm going to call this posts and the other one shorts. So this becomes posts. My Rust analyzer keeps firing and pausing, and I do not like it. And that's the XSLT. So this should all be one thing. That's deploy report. Deploy posts. Cool. So now I just copy and paste this, and we're going to make this shorts. See? That's it. I got to figure out what's happening there. It's driving me nuts. So join feeds shorts. Deploying RSS shorts. And we can make this deploying RSS posts. So we're going to write to feed shorts as our output path. This data stuff is what's going to change in a minute. We're going to leave it as is for now, but eventually we're going to want to pass different stuff to it. But the template we want to have is RSS shorts, made RSS shorts feed. And this is made RSS posts feed. Did I pull XSLT in there too? Yeah, and here's the XSLT. So I'm going to comment this out for a second, because we'll end up making an XSLT for it, but we're not going to do that to start with. So if I run this and we go look over here, oh, I didn't put it in the actual mix yet, did I? Or did I? I did not, because we called it wrong. Shots. Oh, whoops. No, hang on. I commented the wrong one. Shots becomes shorts. And this is the code that we want to comment out. Whoops. I just leave that comment there so I can grab that just as a block of code for the comment and uncomment. So we'll give this a second. And if I go now look in our output under feeds, we do not see generating outputs, outputting. There's shorts. Okay, cool. So there's our shorts. I dig it. Now I just got to populate it. And so the idea with this, I need to figure out how I want to run this, because like one idea with this is to go through and like if I look at shorts, these things would all be in the same thing. And I don't have to go through and make a new file for every one of these. It can just be like a collection of shorts. And I think I like that. So I think the way to do this is to just go through and do exactly what we have here, which is make a short with a created date and then just loop through the entire file system or the entire grimoire or content block and pull everything that is a short and its time and then do the output that way. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best thing to do. So back in, that's working. I'm going to close that for now. Here's mod. So in RSS shorts, close that. What we want to do is RSS shorts. And we can do shorts, RSS shorts, shorts, there we go. So right now, that's just going to be the same old. I think I'm not going to limit this. Maybe I'm going to limit this. Let's just do it to 20 right now. It's fine. Like, there'll be some other data that we have to do, but first things first. So what's the best way to do this? Because the shorts all have a timestamp associated with them. And this is funny. This is going to make me want to like improve the way that I deploy my site. Because right now it's a couple steps. Like I have to commit a repo and then push the repo. Like really what I want is a one button click. So like go edit a file, save, click, done, which is probably going to come up soon in these videos. But for now, what I want to do is do this. Let shorts equals let's see. Let's do this actually. I lied. We're gonna go play this back. Do that at 20. This is fine. We're outputting all this stuff. And shorts is RSS short. So this is just gonna give us the pages to start with, which we'll look at down here. Somewhere. Where am I going? Oh, I'm tired all of a sudden. Nope. In here. RSS shorts. And I'm going to uncomment this. And what should happen is we should start seeing actual data show up in here, but it's all the pages data. Which if I was doing this a slightly different way, what I can actually do is recomment that out for page and pages, which is not actually a thing that we have in there, right? We named them shorts. Yeah, okay. So for short in shorts in 4, I don't think it should be anything on file, right? Yeah, there's nothing in there because I was looking for pages, but there aren't actually any pages in there. We called it shorts, so ain't nothing there. So for short and shorts, which right now is really a page, but we're just gonna do, what do we want to do? Short to JSON true. Save that. And then Finder, so generating output, outputting pages, deployed, etc. Okay, cool. So here's our data set. And so this is going to have the shorts in it. But really what I want to have is like a get all sections, right? Because in our file here, in our source file, it's a section type of short. And so really what I want to do, let's go into page for a minute. Wrong. Page v42. I think really what I want to do is pull the sections. So this is a title section, right? So this AST is an array of sections. What is this? Type paragraph, kind paragraph. It's children. Refill water bottle. Oh, that checklist is okay, so that's a checklist. That's fine. Okay, that's cool. I see what's happening. But yeah, so that's a section. So really what we want to do is here in pages, PQRS. What we want to do is do pub function get sections. And we'll make this a self. And then the thing we want to do is do key of string. And what that's going to return what is the AST actually going to be? AST is an option. So we need to return the same thing. So we return that. I was going to do none for now because that'll get us past the first little bit here. And here's where we're going over all the things. Okay. Match section type JSON. So this is grabbing, what does this one do? Does page of data have flags? Right. Okay. So we want to do this kind of same thing to start with. So that's an option. I should have done that as a result. I don't know how to do question marks for the results. I'm still learning error handling stuff, and that's one that I haven't gotten mad around yet. So we're just going to do the same old for a second. So that is missing one of these, and that's in there. Okay, cool. So we're going through the sections. Let's try this a different way, actually. If let sum AST equals reference to self.ast. I still don't totally understand when to do the ads and when not. See? That was it. That fucking analyzer thing. Freaking. Match AST, iter, filter map. Last. This is grabbing the last one, which is not what we want to do. We want to go through if let sum AST. So we've got the AST. And now what we want to do is let section capture equal AST iter for map, filter map, filter, because we only need to have the ones that we want to have, but they're still the same. Like we're still sending the same sections back, right? Because it's the same. We're looping through the AST, which is a vec of section of whatever. Yeah, vec of section 42. So I still want to return. I still want to end up with this as a vec of section 42. So if we filter, I'm just going to do true for now, which I'm going to spell right, like that, and see if that else. So we need to do none here, and we need to do none here for now. If let self filter true, s true, save. There we go. Rip. Oh, it's got to be, no, it's in those. What's wrong? Oh, you got to give it the type. So this is going to be a vec of section v42. Save. So that should explode, apparently. Just not what I was expecting to have happen. Section v42. Oh, no, I'm not collecting it? I'm collecting it. Oh, wait, I don't need to filter? Or I don't need to collect there? Expected vec found filter. Filter is an iterator, right? COLCT. Why are you pissed? Item iterator, section 2. The expression has type vec. AST iter should hit just into the vac. I'm confused. Value of type vac section 42 cannot be built from iterator. Rust Beck filter. Iterator. I'm gonna go straight to the Rust docs. Filter. Hang on a second. Maybe where we end up, but this is where we get there. So filter returns a filter, which is an iterator that filters the element with predicate. Clone from, next back. Yeah, see, this doesn't have a collect on it, but it's going to that. Because a closure past the filter takes a reference, and many iterators iterative references, this leads to a possible confusion situation where the type of closure is a double reference. It's common to instead use destructuring on the argument to strip one away. I don't think that's my problem. Because this is saying type of vec32 cannot be built from iterator. Yeah, so I need the collect. Otherwise, it doesn't collect, right? Expected v32 found filter. Right, okay, so we want to collect it. And we know what the type is here. Is it possible that I'm doing this completely wrong? AST. No, see, we're matching on the AST. Some AST. So we get the AST. Yeah, why isn't this? So this is doing filter map. I'm very confused by this. Oh, this is the reference thing. VAC32 cannot be built from standard iter. That has a reference in it. So wait, if I do that, does that work? I'm trying to figure out. Got it. So that made a reference of them. Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. Got it. Learning more about Rust. I don't know how I'm going to be able to pass those back without possibly cloning them, but we'll deal with that in a minute. So we've got that. And really what we want to do is here, we want to debug S and go to true. And we can make that a reference. Save that and it should format. Now we should see all the sections pop out, I think. Bloop. What would be smarter is if I move this to something it didn't take as long to run, which we're going to do momentarily. Also, I didn't see anything happen. Just kind of surprising. Oh, I'm not calling it. It's probably part of the problem. So NV library, where are these files? Application sort, Neopoligen, config, JSON. And we want to do our dev site. And over here, we need to switch this to go to the dev site, which is our syncing of all of our templates. And if we run this again, it should go mucho faster. Reloading browser. Yeah, it's pretty fast. Doing basically nothing. Okay, so we've got get sections here. So what we want to do is in our build here, RSS shorts. All right, we're going to copy all that out again. Let RSS shorts equal self pages v42 iter filter map. We're going to give it a page. We're going to collect this back here, which is going to yell at us in a second. But on the page, what we want to do is let sections, gotta figure that out, equal p get sections. What do we call it? Oh, okay, let's do page. Page get sections, which is going to take short. Expected option, found that. Do this, and we do none here to close things back up. Get sections not found. That is because we didn't make it a public function, probably, right? Nope, it is a public function. Get sections. Page filter map match data date created. Oh, it's coming down in a key value pair. So that page, that, because it's coming out of a B tree. One more. Expected short found string. Right. So I want to do that. Actually, can I just do. No, it literally didn't work. SHORT to string reference save. Consider applying German object, let none, section, whatever. Did it work? No. None goes to T. Oh, right. I understand. Let's do crap. Filter map collect. So that needs to be none. If sections iter dot len is greater than, is that right? As exercise now. Page, get sections. Unwrap. This is kind of gross, but sections length is greater than 0. Then we want to do some sections. Else none. It's getting so obnoxious. I don't know what's happening. Must be known at collection byte. So this is a. Also, this is what we're looking for, right? So this could be a vec of section v42 save. Possibly that's not allowed right here. Expected one of. How about now? I don't think I have section called in here, right? How am I doing it up here? Oh, whatever. So use create section v42, section v42. And we're down here. So this is going filter map. We're getting the sections. Collect. Unwrap. Worth a shot. All right, what are we doing now? Value of type section v42 can be built from standard iterator item sec v42 section. Does look like the same thing to me. The value of that cannot be built from an iterator over elements of type that. What? Is not implemented from iterator. Oh, that's because this is a vec. Okay, how do we do that? So for the page, I think this is a vec of vec. Let's just see if we can get this to fire this way, because that'll see if I actually understand what's happening. If I collect now, what happens? Right, so that's a vec of vecs, which is cool. That's fine. So there's all of our data. It also freaked out. Unknown value, mod 151. Seems about right here. So if let some sections equal page section, right? Because we don't want to unwrap it. This is kind of gross. I understand. Like I understand how this got gross. And why it's gross, and that's cool. Like I at least understand what's happening now, so I can go back and look at fixing it at some point, or like next time I do stuff, because there's like a bunch of things like all wound around each other right now, and I don't want to try and like fight through that. But yeah, so this is JSON 5. So these are going to be all the sections, which is cool because we're going to like apply our filter over let's get sections thing in a second. RSS shorts, vec. And then here, what we want to do, we're going to flatten this in a second. But for now, we actually want to apply our filter. So under, let's close that. I need to bring up under Neopoligen, we're going to go into our dev site, content, test file, short, created, short created. This is short 1, alpha, whatever. This is short Bravo. Let's just make that like, some other time. 10 minutes later. 58. 58. Save and close that. That just gives us something to actually look at and target when we're pulling the data. Like we're looking for an actual thing at that point. So what did I do there? You still running? Looks like you're still running. Let's go add our filter. So filter, we're right here now, and we're looping through all these things. So what we want to do, I'm going to explicitly match for if let some, hello, what's up? How you doing, Squids Gaming? Welcome in. How you doing? You're my first YouTube chatter. I didn't even put anything up on this. This is cool. Super curious how you found this. What am I doing? I am working on a static site generator written in Rust, trying to add some XML RSS feeds. That's what we're working on. So I wrote my own static site generator a while ago, and I'm still just kind of like tinkering on it. That's what it amounts to. So let some. Also, I'm trying to remember how Rust works. Here we have filter map section. So this is coming in as a section. Oh, maybe I just need to do a match right here. Match S. I forgot how to do matches. Let's call it section. That section. Roll that. And then this is going to be section. We want to do section v42. We want to do basic. And then I'm going to call this payload. I'm going to try and spell payload. And that's going to go to true. Otherwise, we want everything else to go to false. And I should be able to take that away, and that should still run. Doesn't. Because we need a comma. Parsed. That's a good start. It still should just dump out a bunch of stuff. Oh, no, it didn't. If filter true collect. Why didn't that actually dump out anything? Where are you from? I'm from Florida in the United States. Well, I live in Florida. I'm not really from here, but same old. How about you? Okay, why didn't that... I'm suspicious of this. Let's debug section for a second and see. That should throw some more stuff out. Oh, it's pissed at that. Why is it pissed at that? Oh, I got it. We need to do this here. Man, Rust Analyzer's not behaving right. Let's debug section here, which needs to be a reference, which is just, oh my god, I forgot what references are. Expected one of that. Try that. Now we should see a bunch of stuff puke out, right? There we go. So what we're matching here is this section type. And one of these section types, I would have assumed, should have been basic. Let's match section v42. Let's just give it a JSON here for a second. And give this a true. I'm going to turn off debug here for a second and see what's up. Oh, you know what? It's a full-time job. Kind of. I don't actually have a job right now, so I'm working on this full-time. Does that count? It is the thing that I do at the moment. So I'm working on some other things like this, basically. But yeah, it's all just hacking. True. Okay, so here. Also, I just realized I can deal with that later, but I think the thing is, I'm actually not outputting RSS shorts here. So let's debug. I'm going to seriously start cursing at this analyzer thing in a minute. I wasn't actually outputting anything here. So let's see if this actually did capture something. And I just missed it because I wasn't actually outputting anything. RSS shorts, empty. So it didn't catch anything, which is weird. Sections, page, get sections, short. We aren't using the actual code yet. You know, I could bring this open a little bit and actually see a little bit more. Usually I have the web browser on the other side and doing stuff, but now I can actually open this up a little bit because we're not looking at the website right now. So why didn't this go? Basic true payload. So this should have, if I put true here and we just fire everything else through, do we see output from this new method? No. Okay. Well, there's part of the problem. Oh, I see what's happening. I'm not actually outputting anything. Yeah. It's well, I've got about 20 years under my belt. So like doing the Rust stuff took a couple years to actually figure out. But it definitely it definitely was an experience and a journey. But like it's cool. Like I really like it. And I hope if you're doing it, you like it too. Because I dig it. Okay, so what we have here is let's section capture. So this is giving us a vec. But I'm not actually returning anything. And this is coming off this filter. So if we get this, if I do sum section SEC capture here, now what happens? Do we see? Nope, it breaks. Yeah, and clearly I still break stuff all the time. Oh, see, that's looking for references. Right. See, this is, okay, so I think I have to do a filter map here. And we're matching the section. Instead of true, what we want to do is return payload, no, sum payload.clone. And then this is going to be none. What do we think? Still pissed. Expected. Enum is correct. That's this. Expected, but we passed the reference. Oh, well, that's not really actually code, is it? Try now. This argument influences type of sum. So it's still angry at that. So these are getting passed down. That should be a clone. Does that mean if I do that, it works? Whoa, not that. That's definitely not going to work. That's way too many. Nope. I'm just guessing at this point. A value of type reference of x32. The type contains section. Yeah, so it's like, it's the same thing again where we're putting, it's the references stuff. And I understand what's happening. I don't, oh wait, hang on. Maybe I do. What if I take that away? Shit. I mean, poop. I don't know what the cussing policy is on YouTube. I'm trying not to, though, because, you know, I'm also just trying not to, but like, especially because I don't know what the policy is. Basic section. It cannot be built from iterated basic section. Okay, so we found a section. Okay, so that's a good start. Like we matched this basic section right here, so that's great. We got some payload, so that should be the section itself. Or do we just want to return some section and actually just throw it back? I'm a little tired and I don't have my greatest grip on this stuff right now. Section, reference, do it. Nope. So this, and then clone. Yeah. Parsing. Yeah, like I understand the pieces like on that first level, but it's not like intuitive yet. But there we go. There's our data. And that should only be basic section. So there's a basic as a footnote. And paragraph stuff. Here's a basic as another footnote. Cool. Okay. So if we have basic, then what we want to do is in here, that's not how we do that. We do it like this. We want to add another filter. And that filter, there's a big enum structure here that I gotta like parse through. So if we look at our sections, section V42, it's also been a while since I've looked at this. So we're gonna have to back through some of the stuff. So basic section V42, get you to adders. So we need to match on payload. And if it's a I don't know how, wait, how do we get to this basic? Like it's right here, it's in the array. We're getting the thing. But how do we get to this basic section V42 here? I mean, it's right here, so that's a struct. Oh, wait, maybe we don't have to do that. Maybe we're already in it. So if payload the struct, does that mean we can do debug of payload adders? I don't really care right now. Just anything, please. And do that, and then pull this. Well, it's all kind of jacked up, isn't it? Save that, run that. That. Compiled, or it didn't yell. We need to turn this one off so we can look at this one. So we should still see some output fly by because we've got this other debug statement in here now, right? So it's right, or do we right there? So payload adders. So this should be our attributes. Yeah, URL, title. Cool. Okay, so we have access to, so the payload is our struct, which is our object of our page, or of the section. Now, what's in there? So we want to look at, oh, the payload is the struct though. Where do I find the type? Mod, let's do this for a second. Basic, basic. Basic, basic section 2. Where do we actually add, or is it kind? Oh, it's kind. It's kind. It's kind. I didn't name it type because type is a used word or whatever. And didn't want to use it. Kind. Save. So now we should see a whole bunch of kind, like just the kind show up if things work right. So everybody says, yeah, perfect. So short, this is what we're looking for. So now what we can do is if payload kind short, we want to return the section. Otherwise, we want to return none. And we get rid of that. So in theory, we're not going to output anything right now because I turned off the other debug thing. Right. But if I turn this back on, wherever that was, here? Yeah, here. If I turn that back on, we should see output of 2 short sections. Yo, there we go. Short, right there. Okay, so that's our sections. Now, it's a vec of vec. So the next thing we need to do is go to iter and look at flatten. Because I think flatten takes a vec and mushes them out. Perfect. Okay, so here, let's do this. Inside Neopoligen, let's do starting to get shorts for output. I don't really have tests on this, and I'm like, I could test it, but like my test is basically to be, does it show up on the output? We did a whole bunch of testing for all the parsing of the data format, but now it's more just like, if it shows up, I'll see it. If it doesn't, I'll know that something happened. So collect, can I do flatten right here? Nope, cannot. Do you have to do flatten self flatten? Create an iterator that flattens. Okay, so you got to do .flatten.collect. Oh, to flattened. Okay, so you got to make a new thing. No problem. We can do that. We can do let shorts to flatten. And then we do RSS shorts equals RSS shorts to flatten dot flatten. Oh, I got to do iter flatten. Okay, cool. Collect. Save. A local variable something something. What's happening? Oh, I didn't spell it right again. Spell shorts shots every time. Or almost every time. And this needs to be a now vec of section v42. No, still pissed. Woof. Oh, wait. What? A value of type section v42 cannot be built from an iterator of type reference to a section. If I change that to a reference, do we get past it? Yeah, I don't really understand when you can use references and where you can use them and how they like line up. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't understand when I need to clone versus when I can use a reference even though it's farther away. Like, I don't have a solid whatever on that. Okay, so there's our flattened. That has a collect at the end of it, right? Yeah, okay, cool. There's our flattened data. So let's just try and output it for right now. And the way we want to do that is I'm going to roll this shorts. And in our XML here, we're outputting the short. Okay, so if I save that and run this with any luck, it's possible I'm hard-coded to my actual website and not this dev site. We're going to find out in a second. Neopoligen, dev site, content, no, docs, feeds, shorts. Good start. Hey, data. Okay, cool. So here's all of our data. Oh, brother, now I have to get this time on the section. We need to pull created on that, which is not a big deal. I've done it on the body of the thing. It's just like, it's another whatever. And again, I keep ending up with these really specific things that only solve a problem one way instead of more generic ways. And I'm kind of fine with that because that's the first way through it. But it's also kind of a bummer that I'm going to have to do the exact same thing twice. If I do it 3 times, I'll go refactor and we'll like pull it out or whatever. But it's just kind of funny. It's like, I've done this before. So the good news is that should give me enough of my own code to copy. But what we want to look at is we want to pull this created and get a value and then turn that into a date. Before we do that, we're going to do this, which is going to be working on getting shorts. Yeah, and this is very much one of the kinds of things where originally I was making this more generic just so that if other people used it, it would be easier for other people to use. But that was costing me time and energy and I wasn't actually getting this thing out. So now it's just like much more specifically directed to the way that I'm using it. Um, if somebody else uses that same way and you want to use it like that, it makes it easier to do. If you try and use something else, you're gonna have to go like mess with a whole bunch of code. But like I'm cool with that. Like it's not. It is primarily for me, so that's not a big deal for me. Um, if we look at adders created, so where did we do this? RSS date created. Where's date created? I've got so much cruft in here. It's incredible. Date created. So this is on a page. We're in a section. Because what we need to do is in this RSS shorts, let shorts, let's do flattened RSS shorts equals RSS shorts flattened iter filter. Oh god. Let's just do S for now, and I'm gonna do true, and then sorted. No. Sorted by. Oh wait, hang on. Filter predicate is gonna be S or X. I don't care right now. True. Collect. No. That should give us the same thing. Like we're just passing everything through it, right? Didn't do anything. Why didn't do anything? Save. Run it again. What? Oh, it wants a type, right? Yeah, we need a type. Can I just do vec of nothing here? I think that works, right? Vec. Put vec in the right place. And just let it be a vec as long as it's all consistent with itself. Okay, so that still gives us the shorts. But now we need to filter. So we're filtering, which is fine. After we filter, what I need to do is like a sort by. Okay, you can do it there. Cool. Compare. Okay, so we should have the comparison in where? Sorted by. B, date created. Cool. So these are the sections coming in. So if I add a date created, this should fail because the sections don't exist. So the sections don't have that type. Method not found in da 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 da. So if we go to section, and we add, oh, interesting, object, section v42. No, that's object. We don't want to do that. I don't actually know why that's there. Impl for section v42. We want to do pub function date created, which takes self, and we're going to return a result of chrono. Well, right now it's just going to be nothing. Just see if we can get it to compile. Missing argument. E. Okay, so can I add anyhow in here? Use anyhow result. If I'm not using it somewhere else, or if I'm not doing other stuff, that may work, which would be awesome. Didn't work. Method not found. Date created. Oh, because it's not section v42. It's on the struct in basic. Got it. Basic section start v42. This is impl basic section v42. Paste pub function they created, save result. So we can take anyhow out of here, and we can put it up here. Now let's see what happens. So I'm just trying to get stuff to compile again, and then once we get it compiling again, we can go look and actually like make it do stuff. Method not found. Date created. Ooh, I kind of thought that would do it. Oh, it is on this section. I was wrong. It is here. Oh, right, because we're passing the section in, and the section's got the type. Okay. That's fine. Take that away. Go back to section. Add our impl back in. Add anyhow back in. And we'll take it back out of basic. Anyhow, save that just to clear that for a second. All right, now it's doing. Method not found. Date created. Date created. On section v42. Oh, it's looking in the vec. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing right now. It's still looking at it as a vec, and we need this to not be a vec. We need this to be the actual section. So if I take this out, what happens? This is going to be the reference thing again, right? Oh, wait, what? Cannot be built. Value section cannot be built from iterator reference. Okay. So this needs to be a reference again. Still pissed. Iterator item is path buff. Oh. I'm confused. This is a vec of section. And then we flatten it and we get a vec of section. Let's just do this. Let RSS shorts equals RSS shorts flattened. Just pass it over. So that compiled and it ran. And it gave us this. Oh, it's still a vec of vex. Why didn't that? Oh, flattened. Okay. A local variable. Let shorts flattened. What's it saying? Oh, two flattened. RSS shorts flattened. I see what's happening. Got it. Okay, try now. So this should just be one level of vec. Right, so vec, and then we get into our actual sections. Cool. So what we want to do, yeah, so here's the section call right here. So there's the payload of our section, which is type basic, et cetera, et cetera. And the kind is a short. Oh, I think I see what I did. How about now? I was working off the wrong thing. I was working off the vec of vex variable. Like, we still got stuff to solve here or whatever, but like, but at least we're doing the right thing now, or like we're pointing at the right place. Vec, section 32. Okay, so this is where we put that there, right? Iterate item is path plus page. 149. Or 148. Seems weird. Why is that? That's right. Shorts to flatten. I think it's okay. Like, it's cool. We're changing the thing up. So I think those are just warnings, right? But this is the problem. This is a double reference, which I don't totally know how to deal with. Filter map X dereference X. That's gonna be sum. Totally YOLOing it right now. Oh yeah, we'll put one more in front of there. Consider cloning. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm passing stuff all over the place, but like, it'll be fine. So we need one here. No, here. No, here. Again, I don't totally understand it, but like, I have enough understanding of like the things to put in the right places, but I don't understand why it works. But this is cool. So this is our shorts now. This is our list. So there's one. So now we need to get the date. because we need to be able to sort these. So this is actually going to be in basic because we're on this thing. Get sections key. I'm not worried about that right now. Though actually maybe we should be. No. Yeah, I should solve for that. Where was that? That was in page, right? Get sections key. And here we just want to do key. Cool. Now, inside section, we're in build right here. And we're right here, so we're getting all this stuff. Now we want to sort by that. Date created, not found in section. Oh, it is in section. Okay, but we're in. Okay. 8th time's the charm. That should give me Dave created, right? I don't know what happens if you compare unit by unit. Probably they don't change. Cool. Okay. Date created. Now we can actually go get our date created. Because what we have in here in the section, we got to match it. This is a little bit of a bummer with the way that I did the enums, but generally it works fine. Actually, can I do... So if I'm in section V42 and we're doing date created and we're on self, if I just do self, what do I see? Let's take this one off. Just so we're only seeing the output from that one debugger or debug statement. Right, so basic. So can you match? Oh, I see what I need to do. I need to... Okay. Date created. We want to match on self. Because it's a section V42. And if we get section V42 basic payload, then what we want to do is return that, missing a comma. Cool. Here we actually need to grab from this a date. Date created. That's possibly going back as a value. Date from some date. Where's date coming from? Okay, date created. Date created. Date created. So this returns that, which we can copy and paste here. And we need to grab the chrono stuff. And paste it here or somewhere. Consider import use crate. What? Got anyhow. What's angry? Oh, Neo error. That's what it wants. Fix size. Neo error. Yeah, okay, cool. So we need to do use crate Neo error v42 v hello Neo error v42. Save that. And now here, date created. Basic v42. Let's not worry about that yet. Let's fix this in section first. All right, so date created in section, when we go to basic and payload, we need to also do it in basic, which I don't think we have anything set up for right now. So let's do impl impl for basic section v42 and run that and do this. And then here, match, and let's just pass an error back up to start with. I just want to get everything like not breaking. Neo error, generic error, and this is going to be ERR generic error. Actually, can I just do that? What happens if we do that? To string. Save. I think that needs to be wrapped in an error, right? That's what it's going to tell me. Expected found. Yeah, we need to wrap that. Okay, that's cool. I thought that was the case. ERR of type ERR. Save that. So that should fix that one. And then over here, we need to do the same thing. So I'm just going to yank this for a second. Paste it here. Do that and see if we pass. And I'm just trying to get the basic piping in place, and then we can actually, put the data that we want to see in the data. Cool. Yeah, I do want to add some amount of testing on this so that, like, if I make changes, I don't have to, like, actually see everything. But it's definitely more in the I got to poke at the thing first before I can actually figure out when and how I want to test. All right, so we've got our basic section here. And what we want to do is we want to return payload date created, which should actually just run all the way back up for us because it's the same signature. It exploded. Why did it explode? Generic error to do unwrap 169 in builder v2 here. Bummer. Filter map sorted. So he needs to, some X. So here we need to, if X, okay. We need to do this. X date created. Okay. Clone. There's a way to do this, I believe. Method not found in reference. Oh wait, I don't want to. And then we don't need to do the unwraps here because we're unwrapping right here. I think. Definitely it's pissed. I don't know what the actual syntax is that we want to use there, but I think what we want to do is like, if this is okay, be okay. Oh, we can actually just grab the date created. No, but we want to filter and map. Like I all the tools are here. All the tools are here. We almost have them. We're so close. Date created into iter. It's wrong. Map. So this is mapping, but I need the full section to come down. So if date created, okay, then X clone, some clone, else none. There's no way that works. Oh, is some. Oh, hang on. Is that what I said? I just yelled it. Is okay. Is okay. Save. Still wants into iter down there. Filter map X clone. X clone. Date created into iter. Okay, we're way closer. Okay, so yeah, so this is what we're looking for. I want to check for date created. And if there is a date created, then we want to actually pass the section through the filter. Because we've already filtered for getting short up here. And this should all be collapsed down 100%. But like first, just get the thing working. And here what we have is date created. This again is coming down. So I should be able to unwrap now. Because that should have passed this is okay filter. On warp. Let's try unwrap. Yeah, okay. I think that makes sense. There's almost certainly better ways to do this, but like I'm checking to see if this value is okay before running the comparison on it in which I unwrap it. I'm sure there's easier ways to do that or whatever, but it's got us back to getting our data out. So as we come down here, because all I'm doing right now is I need to sort this stuff and I need to sort it by that value. So here, if we take mount self basic section, match on self. Wait, debug. No, this is a struct, isn't it? Basic section v2 adders. I don't know what that match is. I don't know how you match on a struct. I didn't even know you could match on a struct. I guess you can match on a struct. But there's our, yeah, perfect. So awesome. Now what we can do is self adders iter find map adder. And then what we want to look at is what is adders actually made of? B-tree map. So for each adder, we're going to have a string and a value. Adder value. And right now I'm just going to do none. Collect. And this is going to be let, oh God. Find map. What does find map do? That just returns one, right? Let ping, I don't really care what that word is right now. Debug ping save. Let's just see what happens. I'm just trying to get something to show up. Oh yeah, I don't think I need collect here. Because I think find returns me 1 on find map, right? Ping, standard option. Okay. Must be known at this point, right? Just give it something to hit. Okay, so that's parsing down the chain. ASDF, sum, perfect. So adders. So here, what we want to do is if adder equals created, then what we want to do is do sum data else none. And I think I just go to the value text, right? Perfect, sum data, right? So we pinged, we hit it. That's cool. Why are we seeing this other debug happening? Where's that coming from? I don't like it. Right there. Yeah, okay, cool. So now, actually, if we do sum val.text, oh, actually, now I do want to see it. Value adders, show me adders created. Oh, section key value pair. I would definitely design all this stuff differently now. If created, match adder val. So match our value. And if it's a section, boop, of spans and text, we want to return some text. Otherwise, we want to return none. Yeah, no. Expected vec found section. What? Okay. So in adder, we're doing some text ping. So I don't really care. It's not doing anything down there, so that's fine. Expected vec found I don't think it's gonna work either. Match value. This expression has type vec. I need to see this again. So show me the structure again. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like moving things around with enums and whatever that I expect there's easier, better ways to do it, but whatever. So created. Oh, right, because there could be multiple createds. Okay, right. Because you can have multiple, like it's perfectly legal to in this file, which is super tiny text right now, dev site content, test file one. Did I make that bigger? There we go. So short created, you can actually do for any given attribute, you could do this. That doesn't make sense and would kind of break in this one, but it works great for things like alt text, where you can do this, and if you need another line, you do this, and they get concatenated together, or you have the ability to concatenate them together. So the problem was I forgot about that, and that's why I was giving me that vec. But we can punch out of that vec pretty easily. So if I burn that, or if I do that, and then that, there we go. And here we do match value 0. Now what happens? Nope. Rip. Reference value 0. Reference value 0. Let's do it. I just want to see a piece of text with a date. If I can get to that, we're golden. Just like that. Okay. So we're doing find map, which returns with some and a value, or it ends up with none. So we either end up with something here or none here. And what we can do is go ahead and give us the value that we want to have in here, which we're going to do the stuff. Date string. Parse, date time parse. We need to match that. If let okay date string equal this. This is getting kind of funky, but if we do that, else none, this sum goes away, and this just needs to be none. Date string not found in scope. Date string 0 text. Okay, date. Oh, right. This needs to be just the text. Consider spicing T. Okay, cool. So here, if we get the date string, sum date string, or date thing. A little tired, or a little like burned right now, whatever. Cool. And we don't need spans here. Is that how you do that? I guess you do spans, which I think is what it showed me a second ago, but whatever. Structure item has a field. Has a field with some everything spans. How do you make it? There's it. Underscore. None. No value can reach this. Oh, I don't care. Save. Missing struct fields. So it is 2 dots. Save. Matches any value. Well, I don't know how to get around it without matching it, but there we go. Sum, and there's our date. Okay, so there's our date. Maybe we just do that. There's only one thing in there. Oh, okay. That's how you solve it. It was looking for extra stuff, and we didn't have extra stuff. Okay. So that gets us to ping, which is sum. So now what we want to do is we want to match ping. And if we get sum, actually what we can do is this. If let sum d equals ping, else, where did this error? Type construct to do that. So then what we want to do is dereference. Might have it. We might have it. Cool. Are we using it? This is such just hack upon hack upon hack, legacy code. Date created. Okay, section. So in build, date created, sort by. So now RSS shorts, which is here, which is what we're making. So if we go look at RSS shorts to JSON, and we look at Finder and we pull up our output in docs, feeds, shorts, we're here and we have the thing. So now that's the section, which is the only thing that we need to have. Right? Yeah, because a short is just a section. And so it's just the stuff underneath the section. Cool. So how is that going to work? We need to do in our template output in here. We need to look at our macros, which are here. Output all children of section. And we pass the section in. So we do output section. No, we output all child sections. Output all child sections. SECTIONS section. Save. Rip. We're calling the macros. Oh, booger. That's not, this is happening at the template level, so we don't see the error happening. If I delete this, all that stuff goes away, right? So it's this isn't right. Oh, wait. Neo output all child sections. Oh, hey. That's it. That's got it. We have to do it for the shorts though. But that's okay. We can just make that happen. So let's pull this back out. So let's do this to start with. Getting getting basic shorts output. And so another thing we need to check real quick. So this is Bravo and then alpha. If we open this and I do this back to 3, those should reverse. Alpha Bravo. Sweet. And now if we go back to 5, Alpha Bravo. Okay, so it is doing the sort order for us. We're pretty sure. Cool. And that's the data. So now we just need to actually put the format of the structure on there, which is cool because I think we can run that. So we're going to go look at basic shorts. No, we need to go find back down here posts RSS because we want to get not that RSS posts. We need this same structure in our shorts. And if items, so we need these items to happen. Then we need this, whoops, that 4 to go away. So we're going to start with that there. See what happens. And here, we don't have page title. Title's actually going to be empty. href. Oh, so, The problem with this approach is I'm collecting shorts I may have just done all that work for nothing because I need a URL to point back to. Let's just see if we can actually get this working for a second. RSS ID. Oh, we got to make an ID for it? Yeah. It really does need to be a URL with a single thing. Yep. All right. That's okay. Let's just see what happens. Do we see some data show back up? No, it broke. I'm not worried about it because if page status done, get rid of that, save. There we go. This is the short Bravos. Yeah, okay. But I can't really do that. It has to be and this is purely my format, basically, or purely the input that I'm using. Shorts need to be their own thing. Does that just mean? See, there's got to be a section. So I think what I need to do is do this. Template needs to be short, and this needs to be short. Because you can't just type stuff here. I mean, you could just do start with a P. Because like I don't like having to duplicate the word short. So I think the right play here actually is to just use a template for a short and then just start with a paragraph tag and run that way. Yeah, I think that's the right play. Okay. I'm gonna have to tackle that next time because I'm kind of tired and kind of hungry. So, uh, appreciate y'all hanging out, and we'll do it again soon. Till next time, have a good one. Cheers.